What's up, guys, girls, and the rest of YouTube? This is All here with Izal Gaming, and this video is all about me, this channel, and the viewers, and some news I found on the recent Game Informer about the new Smash Bros. Game, which is really awesome, and hope you guys will be excited to hear about it. I think you guys really would like to hear it. It's self-explanatory. About myself, I'm actually a very toxic player who is really good at teamwork, which is kind of conflicts with each other. When I'm trying to, get somebody to do something, they won't trust me because I've been toxic throughout the entire game. Whereas in my videos, I try to keep it as the smallest amount of toxicity as much as possible. It's really hard for me, and it really helps in rank to not be toxic to your teammates. I actually improves your winning rate. I was bronze 5 when I started the league. Actually, I was silver in last preseason, but I guess it didn't want to give me my banner, or I probably went inactive or something. But I was silver only because that was my first ranked season. Your first ranked season, you're almost guaranteed silver. You can win 2 out of the 10 games, and there's a chance you will be placed into silver. Now, with me, the next season, I was actually placed into bronze, and I won 7 out of 10 of my games. And those 7 wins were just out of luck. Now I ended up getting stuck in bronze 5 and 4 because I was very toxic. My teammates blamed them for everything. But then after watching a lot of videos, I realized the only thing that I'm not doing that these videos are telling me to do is one, have LCS like farm, which obviously I'm not at challenger rank or anything like that, so I'm not gonna have that type of farm unless I practice and practice, which that's gonna come along me playing ranked games itself. And the only other thing was left was being nice to your teammates. So I was a very toxic player. Other than that, I enjoy drawing, playing music, and just basic gaming. About Smash Brothers, I wanted to say something about Ice Climbers and characters from the second Smash Bros. Title, Melee. Now, I've read in the recent Game Informer about the Ice Climbers, which I really didn't notice until I saw in the Game Informer that the Ice Climbers were missing. And the reason for that, as if you guys can read this here, I hope that it's readable, that they said there were technical issues that the 3DS wasn't powerful enough to run the Ice Climbers, because it's 2 characters moving at the same time, has to be able to follow the commands and all that extra, there's a lot of extra algorithms into it, a lot of extra graphics, all that stuff, they have to do a lot more, and the team just couldn't get past the technical issues that they had. And if you see down here, they're saying hopefully you'll be able to see it as a DLC for the Wii U version. The reason they didn't release it is because they wanted both titles to be the same, which I feel was sort of a bad reason to keep Ice Climbers out of the Wii U version. If I honestly, then again, Sakurai hasn't been one to disappoint his fans so much, so you know what, I'll trust his decisions, And another thing I've read in that same Game Informer, this got me really excited. They said, it didn't, it's not guaranteed, but it's hoped that Melee characters will be placed later on as DLC characters, because when they said that Ice Climbers may come back later as a DLC, that leaves other characters open for DLC, such as Snake might come back, Lucas might come back, Wolf might come back, all these extra characters. And then I saw something that said the characters from Melee are so old it's no longer a straightforward process, which means that I don't know if this is just in my opinion. This means that they tried to bring in the Melee characters, but it was too much of a complicated process for them since the models are so old. So for me, I think that they're actually working on remodeling these characters to fit inside of the new Smash Brothers game, with the newer graphics, but it's just not simple for them. They're working on it right now, but it's not going to be immediate. It's going to be an overtime thing, So hopefully, if they do this, I want to see Mewtwo come back. I hear a lot of people who want Roy back, and maybe even some new characters. If you're having some DLC that leaves open space for a lot more characters, such as they could probably bring Shadow. I heard a lot of my friends complaining that they thought Shadow was going to be in the new Smash Bros., which I honestly feel like he'll just be a Sonic clone. Which, I don't know, I sort of understand why Sakurai got rid of the clones. I actually liked what he did some of the characters that were sort of clone-like, he actually put them as alternative skins, and he really, changed up how Toon Link and Link are, so that they're actually different characters. I feel like, there's a sense of Project M in it. Like, he took, some of the ideas from Project M that people liked and put it in. The only thing I miss is, like, dodge canceling. I really like that if we were to put that, but the game's already released, so unless they make a Project M version of the new Smash Bros, I'm not gonna really expect, spot dodging, dodge canceling it as a DLC. That would be weird, but this does give me a lot of hope that I will see, or all the Smash Bros fans will be able to see some Melee characters make a comeback in this new Smash Bros games as DLCs. And let me get back into